Okay, we're going to try something a little bit different for me today. Not something I usually would do. Hopefully we succeed. It would suck to fail, but here I have a Securemme EVO K22. I don't know what's, well, there's a picture, I guess, that shows me a little bit inside. I haven't watched any videos on this, but having just picked the K5, I figure I'll give this a try. So I've brought down a few of my picks, just to make sure I have whatever I need for whatever's inside. And I brought down a whole mountain of tools as well to take it apart. I even brought a hacksaw down just in case I want to cut it in half, because it's I think it's a Euro double in there. So we'll go ahead and open it. One thing I do have a knife, but I also have a fingernail, so let's cut that. Okay. And see what we got in here. Got a key. Got a lock. Sorry about the focus. Camera's going crazy. Alright, that's everything that's in the box. And we've got this bag here. Alright, so there's the lock. All nice and shiny. We don't... Oh, I wonder what this is. Is this like a keychain? I don't care about that. I'm going to put that down there. I'm guessing that, okay, this one says it's a site key, and this sealed bag contains a security card and the private keys that definitively deactivate the red site key. Okay, so this is your construction key, which means that there's construction ball bearings in here, and when you use this one, it'll drop those construction bearings into little holes in the plug, at which point this key won't work anymore. We'll go ahead and open this somehow. Hold on. I have a little dinky knife over here, probably making all kinds of noise. There we go. Tiny little free knife I got for supporting Trout Unlimited, like a conserving fish and stuff like that kind of group. And okay, so in here we get a whole bunch of keys. I'll open that up. Sorry if I'm making tons of noise. There's no real quiet way to do this. Alright, so here are our... So once I use one of these, I won't be able to use this anymore. But I'll be gutting this. So I brought all kinds of tools to gut it. Let's see. Okay, so the clip does look like it's at least a split ring, so I might be able to take that out and then use segmented followers to do this. Although it's also modular a bit, but to take that apart probably means punching these out. I did not bring down a hammer with me to punch those out. I did bring down a hacksaw. I might do it with segmented followers. We'll see. I don't know. Let's move these and let's start picking. Okay. I noticed that in my device I got this pin here, and I have no idea what I think it's a pin, at least it looks like a pin, and I have no idea what lock that fell out of. If anybody recognizes what that might go in, let me know. It might not be from a lock at all. I have no idea. I just found it on my desk one day, or on my vise one day. No, it was on my desk, and I put it in my vise. So I don't know what that is. All right, so let's look inside here. We've got to get a pick out. So I will start with some. I'll start with some multi picks. So here we got the Elite G Pro picks, and it looks like, and so this just kind of shares some of my thought process behind going after this. I'm gonna grab this number 10 because it's small, just to see what we got in here. My normal process, I'd probably watch a video, see what's inside after poking at it for a few minutes. If I didn't like where I was going with poking at it, I'd take a look online and see what I'm dealing with. It looks like it has 2 rows of pins. Let's take a look at this key. Alright, 2 rows of pins. Alright, I was expecting maybe like sliders like the K5, but no, it just looks like 2 rows of pins in here. Okay, so 2 rows of pins. Let's see if I can use the MP10 on the right side. I can. It doesn't look like it goes up quite high enough for the high lifts, but I could probably tilt it and get the last little bit. And then this left side here, the MP10 is a bit short for that, so I think I want a flag that is like I don't know if that, like a right hand flag. You see how it comes out the right side of the shaft, and see if that will fit. That's too, I want to say that's too long, but when I get on the actual pin, I guess maybe there's a cut in the wording that lets that go up, but it can get stuck like that. So I'm not sure if this is what I want. Let's see, can I lift that pin? And the next one. Yeah, this, if I had something like this, but just a smidge shorter. The only other right hand ones I have look like they're a bit longer, so I don't think this is gonna work, and it gets stuck easily. We'll try this one. If it shows that it's too short, too long, then we'll find something else. How about a left hand flag, because that will go over the wording. The wording that's on the bottom here, it kind of go over it like that, but it might work. Okay, so I'll leave that out as an option too. So I'll take these 3 as my options, and then for tension we'll grab just the fattest Z-bar that's in here. Okay, that's too fat. Maybe like that. That might get in the way of this pick though, going in there. It might work. Alright. If I don't like that, maybe we'll switch to like a wiper insert type tensioning. So we'll give that a try, and then it looks like maybe we can take a wiper insert and turn it to the left. So maybe if I come in from the top like this, maybe I could turn like that, but I would worry about binding against the body. But that might work too. So I'll leave these 2 out as my potentials, and let's see if we can get started. Okay, so put that in there like so. Bring it over here. Get zoomed in a little on it, like that, and turn off our autofocus. That drives me crazy. Okay. I guess what we should do, put that in there, and we'll do some downward. And let's grab the number 10 here and see if we feel anything on these right pins. I don't even know how many pins are in here. Looking at that key briefly, it looked like there were a lot. Okay, that one, this pick seems to be getting stuck on some wording. Let's try this from the, no, not this. So I'm going to try the right hand flag pick from the left here. Okay, that seems more like it. Or not. It's odd. Is that the, okay, this will work. Alright, so that first pin was binding a little, but then as soon as I pushed it, it just went loose. I'm having one here that's a little bit hard to get under. Interesting feeling there. It feels like something's pushing on the actual shaft part when I go right there. But it, whatever it is, it feels like it's jiggling. Okay, it feels like back here, maybe a little bit of a binder here. Okay, a little click there, going back. And this might be a longer video. I might actually have to pause and restart the camera because it can only record for 30 minutes. Okay, a little click there. I'm not telling you which pins I'm on because I'm not completely familiar with what's going on in here. Alright, so let's check out some of these left side pins here, see if we can get it with this. Let's try this left hand flag first. No, that's not going to be able to get underneath the pins. So I'll try the right hand flag. And that can at least get under the pin maybe? No. Try it from the right. No, then I get the warding problem. Interesting. Try the number 10. The first one on the left seems to be binding to me. Okay. To lift up some, but it's higher, but that number 10 doesn't seem to reach it very well. Let's go back to the right hand pick. I can't make that work. Left hand pick from the right side. Oh, okay, so this is... Alright, got to click out of the first pin. Ooh, that was a... And then it fell back down by gravity. It looks like there's no spring tension on it, so I'd say that one's set. Or the driver is... yeah, I'd say that one's probably set. I could check for jiggle. I think that one's set. Second one. Third one here feels like it's binding. Got a little click from it. Continuing down. Okay, come back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Some weird feeling here, thing here. I wonder if it's got, I don't know, if it's got some weird elements in there. I don't know. Alright, let's take the multi-pick 10 to these right side pins. Maybe come at them from the left a little. This first one seems like it's binding to me. I can just figure out how to get on the actual pin. Gonna go with this right hand flag again. Go ahead and lift that left side pin. The right side pin, sorry. Okay, a little click from it there. Second one. No click there. Third one. Not binding. Fourth one. Feels like a jiggle. And then don't feel much of the way back. Alright, come back to the front. First one. First one still feels like it's binding unless that's the warding I'm hitting. I think I'm hitting some sort of warding. Oh, no. It's going up further. Is that warding? No. Okay. I think I got another click out of that first one. Second one feels binding. And we're open. What? I did not expect it to open like that. Come on. You've disappointed me, K22. Okay. Well, anyways, it's open. Sorry, it's a little bit... I don't know. Whatever. We'll go back to autofocus and we'll take a look what's inside. Sorry, I wasn't super crisp and concise on what I was doing inside. Hard to say. But it is open. You can see, I can move, well, maybe I should do it this way. Can move that. And we'll lock it up. I have lots of keys. Okay. And now we're going to see about taking these clips out somehow. So, ow, stab myself with a, yeah, I'm bleeding. Stab myself with a, I have these tweezers like this. They're really sharp, and every time I stick my hand in my little toolbox, they draw some blood. So, can these be, okay, so these clips, can they be rotated all the way around? They can be rotated some way. They can be rotated around. So that's a good thing. It means we can go ahead and make a lot more noise and grab some precision screwdrivers and look for any sort of gap here that we can jam one in. Looks like there might be one right here. So we'll jam one in there, like that. Oh, it goes all far in. And we'll take a second one and we'll try pushing here. Then that left side of the clip will go against it and see if we can push it out that way. No. Maybe the other way. Put that there and try pushing this way. Well, this is going to be the longest part of this, as usual, is removing the clip. Like I say, if you want to stop a thief, don't put a lock on your door, just put a C-clip on your door. So all the lock is supposed to do is slow them down, right? The C-clip is going to slow them down for longer than the lock, because they're impossible. I'm going to try it this way. Try not to bleed myself. It moves down a little bit, but it's not like a good position. I'll put timestamps in so if you don't feel like watching this whole, I mean, maybe the C-clip thing is fun to watch me struggle, but if you don't, there'll be timestamps so you can just jump ahead. Come on. Yeah. Oh, it went far. Did I lose it? Is it loose? I think it's loose. I think the C-clip has been loosened. And the thing is, I might have to remove the other C-clip as well, in order to let this, because you might have to back out both sides a little bit in order to drop the actuator flag out, is my guess. But you can see I got it coming out a little bit. I want it to come out far enough that I can stick a screwdriver under it there. I keep getting this security card attached to my arm. Want to see the number? Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to ever put this on a door. Come on. Maybe I'll get the big one. Can't really see if I'm even pushing on the clip right now. I feel like it dropped down into something a little bit there. Let's see if I push on it with no second screwdriver. Come on. These things spread a little bit too, which is kind of concerning. Wish I brought down a hammer. I would try to bash these back out. And a little anvil. Like I'd go like this and just cover your ears. Yeah, I'm gonna need the proper tool to bang on it and a hammer. So we'll continue with trying to just push these a little. Oh, it's so close, it's so close. Just a little bit more. It's so close. Oh! Okay, well, that's one way to get it off. You can break the clip in half like that. Can you see that? Alright, so the clip is broken. There's part of it still up here. I gotta get that other part out. That's annoying. I'll probably 3D print some new clip, or I don't know. But even, there we go, there's the other part of it. So, let me look at this, see if there's an easier way to get that out. Not really. Alright, I bet you I'm gonna have to take this side out. We'll see. And I wonder if I drop the construction ball bearings in. Nope, so the construction key still works. Alright. So let's see. If I pull this out a little, still not free. I want to be careful. There are 2 rows of pins there on the right, so I want to turn it far enough that I don't risk dropping. This could easily break the lock, what I'm doing, not knowing what's inside. But it looks like I'll probably have to remove the second one. Alright, I'll put another timestamp in as I struggle with this one. So turn that to there. Drop this guy in. Like that. Give this a try. by just pushing it out like a normal clip. Popped out a little, not much. I wonder what the Italians do. How do the Italians take this clip out? Maybe they don't. Okay, it's sticking out a little there. I don't know if you can see. I just wish it came out enough that I can get a little screwdriver behind it. See, I get it out a decent amount there. Oh. But not quite enough to get a screwdriver under and get it the rest of the way. Come on. Okay, I got it enough to where there's a little bit of sunshine shining through. So maybe now I can wrangle it the rest of the way with a screwdriver. Oh, come on. Got a little bit thicker one. It bends less. Oh, come on. You're out already. It's stopping you now. Bigger screwdriver. Doesn't want to come out any further than that. That's annoying. And the key doesn't go in. I didn't try this side, did I? That key won't go in at all. Probably because of that. Yeah. Okay, so at least now I can turn to the clip to maybe a side that I can work with. Who knows? Or it doesn't get stuck underneath. Yep, that way it doesn't get stuck in. It doesn't get wedged in there. All right. So having turned that might have dropped the construction bitting or balls down. All right. So both sides are in. You can push them back and forth. And now we're gonna rotate. And we're going to go until we can get, I'll pull that out a little, and I'll pull that out a little, and we want to get this actuator out, hopefully, without losing pieces. Nope. No luck yet. Oh, that's pretty annoying. So maybe it cannot be dismantled in place. But now I'm not going to be able to push things back in because you'd have to line them up properly with the, like all the bits have to once again line up with that flag. Alright, I got one side like that. And now I have to get this all lined up with that flag proper and hopefully not break it. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So this is sticking out too far like that. And I bet you I can't get the key out. Yeah. So I'm going to pause it like this in position, and I'll come back with the anvil and hammer and some things to remove those pins and get it apart proper. Okay, why is my audio recorder not starting this time? No SD card. What? So I guess that whole picking segment didn't have my audio recorder because the SD card is not working. It's just telling me no SD card. So, alright, camera audio for this whole video. That sucks. I think the last one it messed up too, so. Alright. We have an anvil. And we have a bunch of cheap bits I don't care about messing up. I used these to try to take the screws out of I think the kale killed that darkly scent, and it ended up stripping two of them because these are ultra cheap. But they might make a good hammering thing. So there we go. Let's zoom out. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. We'll start on the side that we're trying to get. Like that. Okay, so the question is, which side do I want to hammer from? They're hammered flush here. Does that mean they're probably hammered in from... I have no idea. I'm going to try tapping a few times lightly on this side, see if I get any movement. And then I'll try a couple times on the other side if I don't. Okay, so we're getting some movement there. I'm guessing that's the right way then. One, almost out. Second one. Second one's coming. Second one's almost out. Probably have to take one of those out before I can continue. So, to get them the rest of the way, we'll use a screwdriver. There's one. There's two. And the last one. Why they need some money, I don't know. I think one would be enough. And I bet the last one's gonna be too hard. Okay, mostly out. Hopefully this video will be at least somewhat educational. Doubt anybody's watching this long though. Alright, all three are out. So, put that back down there. And we'll hammer out the way. 1, 2, 3 of these. And I might have to take actually the other 3 out. I just realized. Or maybe not. Okay, let's see if I can pull this. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I can pull this away. There we go. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep these in order. Alright, so that obviously came out of this side because I see one in there. And then this would have been in here. With that over the top. And then this would have been on there. Facing out like that. And then this last piece, oh no, there's another piece here. That would have probably been on top of there somehow. This way around. This piece would have been in there. Okay, so there. If I ever feel like putting that back together, which I highly doubt I will, I'll probably keep it apart like this. Looks like there's a spacer here. Okay, there's that spacer. Alright, I've already lost a pin. So that is the last driver. That's why I couldn't push it all the way back in. So, hope we're not bricked. We will put that there as the last driver. And we will take a pair of tweezers now, which I hope are in here. Yep, okay. Sorry for all the noise. There we go. Take that spring out, which is probably stopping us from going back in. There's that last spring. It is slightly mangled. So let's see about this last spring got a little mangled, you can see. So you can push it back together, or what I like to do is grab a little screwdriver, stick it down the length of that, and use that to kind of reform your spring like that. Just kind of roll it on there, and there you got most of your spring back. And then you could, you can spend some time with it. I'll do it afterwards to get it nice, and that's pretty close to how it was. Pretty close to perfect. I'll spend some time with that afterwards to get it nice and perfect. Alright, so we got that. Now we can use a normal follower. Let's see if we can get the key out now. We can. So no breaking. We know that last chamber is empty. That doesn't matter. We'll rotate it. We cannot. We can't rotate it. because we've lost the last driver there and something else is dropped in, I bet. Yes, there is another driver pin right there. And there is one of the construction bearings. Okay. So what this means is that towards the back there, we have a spring. So I pulled out the one, it's probably this back right one there. The spring has dropped down onto the driver. So in order to deal with that, what we're going to do is we're going to take a shim like this, and you're going to see it's going to get caught on something there. And we need to push that driver far in. And of course I've taken my paper clips upstairs with me. So I don't, oh, okay. Looks like I have some paper clips here. Or pieces of paper clip at least. Maybe from a previous rescue. And what we want to do, that's a bobby pin, is find one that can poke really far. And see if we can poke that, the offending driver down. I have a feeling it's this one, like that. And if we can poke it down far enough, we'll be able to slide this shim in a little bit further. I don't know if that's far enough or if that's the right one. I'll take this out and we'll push on that, the one to the right of it. And if that one has any spring to it, we know it's that one actually. Or if I hear a spring come up. No spring came up, so I don't think it's that one. I think it might be this one to the right here. Yeah, I feel spring on this one here. So I'm gonna see if I can get it far enough with just the pick. We will attempt to insert the shim again. And we'll let out the pick. And okay, that one is down. And if I let it out, it pops back up. So I'm pretty sure it must be that one. We just need to get it pushed down far enough. So I'll go back to paperclip to where we can get the spring, the shim between the spring and that key pin. Or if we could push the key pin all the way up into the chamber since there's no driver, that's another way to do it, but I don't know how long these key pins are. So we're going to try to catch that one. I just need to find the point between the key pin and the spring. That's if I can push this up high enough. Don't know if I did it. Doesn't feel like it. I mean, the key pin is staying down, but the shim's not going in very far. So we'll go ahead and take the key again. And the shim's still not going in, so it's still stuck on something there. But I can turn to plug all the way, so that shim is working right. Alright, let's proceed. Get ourselves a follower here. And I don't know which way I think the key pins are on this side, so I'll make that side up so they don't fall out. Let's see as they're coming out. Yep, there they are. Okay. We're missing one key pin. That's because it's up in the Bible. Okay, so we'll just remember that. Take this key out. And this construction ball came from one of those last two chambers, so I'll leave it there for now. And we'll start taking out key pins. So one, move this up here. Two. It's interesting. That first one is just like a. It doesn't have a ledge on it to stop it from falling in, so I wonder why that is. Third one, we'll take a look at that closer in a bit. Fourth one. Fifth. It's going to be a very long video, but that's what I get for doing out of box, right? And showing all the issues I'm having. All right, I'm going to start from the back now. Pin number 9, 8. I don't know why I'm saying 9. I didn't even count how many are in here. I'm just assuming 10. Oh, maybe 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I want to move these over, actually, one, like that. These go here. Wait, why does that leave 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, because we don't have the 11th one. So let's move these back, because that key pin is up in the top, right? So move these back. I had started just in the right chamber, just by luck. Okay. This one doesn't want to come out. Oh, they're linked. They're linked together. Look at that, some gimmick. Why would they do that? What's the point of that? I did see a weird gash on the key, but why would they put the two? Like, well, there's no advantage to putting those two together that I could think of. Yeah, I don't know what the advantage is. Maybe somebody else knows. The chambers, nothing special. They're just standard chambers. All right, let's look at the top. Not that, this one. Oh, what did I just, oh, this one of these. Okay, let's take out the shim. Which side's the back? That's the front. Okay. Get our tweezers. Number 1 doesn't come out. Number 1's just a spring. Okay. Did I must have dropped the, okay, so I must have dropped the first key pin somewhere when I was fiddling around. So it's got to be here somewhere. Like when I was trying to take the actuator out of the middle, that first key pin must have fallen out somewhere. That's my guess. Which is interesting. We were able to, yeah, because, all right, so these look like standard drivers. That first one that fell out, oh man, I'm like off the screen. That first one that fell out, I was like, why is that not got the right key pin shape? It's because it was a driver pin, standard driver. So we're missing a key pin. We gotta find. Oh, that sprung out of there and fell right into the right slot on the digs tray. So it looks like our spools are at the back. When I was picking it, if you saw, I didn't do any spools action, so they were very ineffective. Sorry if I'm bashing the lock, but it's just not that good. Keep going. Is this going to be a double driver? No. It's an individual driver. So there's two. Is there going to be a driver in the next chamber? 2 drivers driving one linked up key pin. There is. It'd be hilarious if this is a spool. It is not. Okay. That would be really funny to have linked key pins, one with a spool driver, one with a standard driver. That would have been funny. Okay, why do I have a, what is this? Another driver. I've gotten confused at this point. Why do I have another driver? Let's see. And 2 more chambers. One, 2, 3. I must have I'm a bit confused. It seems like I have everything shifted off by one. If I watch the video, I'll probably figure out what's going on. And then I should still have a key pin in here with a spring, right? Oh, I got a construction ball and a key pin. And I should have a spring as well. That might be a little bit mangled. Indeed, there's my spring. A tiny bit of mangle at the top. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was that missing key pin. That driver, and that thing came from there. Okay, everything's back to being right with the world. These construction balls, there they go. Sorry, they go down there. Okay, so both the construction balls come off of the final chamber, like that. And when you have the construction key, like that, we're going to need to check that we got the pin out right. This one should fall low. Yeah, falls all the way in there. And then if you put both of these balls in there, that should be at the right height or so. Well, it looks like one ball might be the right height. Which is interesting. So I wonder what height the... It's almost like there's an interim key. So this is the main key, right? After you use this one, which should lift the ball high so it will fall out. Yep, it lifts it high enough to fall out. And what that means is when you turn this, when you turn this, it's going to drop this ball into this construction hole down here like that, right? And now that ball will never end up back there. So when you come back with the sight key, the construction key, it doesn't lift that key pin high enough anymore, so this key won't work. Now, if there are two balls in that chamber, right, which is kind of interesting, if there are two balls in that chamber, that means that you could use this guy once and drop one ball, and then use it again. You'd have to lock it again, and then go back and use it a second time, and that dropped the second ball. But even if you dropped one ball, and then you locked it again, and you took this out, this key would still work until you used this key a second time. Hopefully that makes sense. And I can't get that ball out. Or it could be that one ball already started in there and they only put one ball up here. So that one ball would travel over there and fall into the second hole. So there's a couple options there, right? I want to put this construction ball in here. By the way one fell out, I'm guessing one might have already been down there, and then there's only one construction ball. But it's kind of cool. You could have two in there to give you two shots with the main key. I never thought of that before. Okay. It's gonna be like an hour-long video, isn't it? So you see all those are good, so we got that right. We are missing a key pin, or I say we, as in it's your fault that we lost the key pin, but there's a key pin missing there. I'm going to take probably knocking the camera, a real quick look on the floor to see if I can see anything. Probably not. I'll probably have to do a deep search. Yeah, I don't see it there. I made a big mess with my toys over here, all my tools. It could be mixed up with these tools. I shouldn't be throwing picks and stuff in here. I'm just taking a quick look, so you don't have to just see if it turns up here somewhere. I'm not seeing anything, so I'll probably have to do a deep search on the ground. It's always fun. So I might call it here. I think we're good. I'll reassemble that, find that key pin. Everything else looks good. Two spools that didn't do anything. But that is the Securemme EVO K22. What does it say? Key related security 6, which is the maximum attack resistance, maximum D. So it's a 60. It's the maximum key related security, the maximum durability, and the maximum attack resistance. So is this their top of the line model? Kind of sad. Sorry, I don't mean to bash them, but I'm just disappointed. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.